In the last lecture, we have started the second chapter, which is the fluid static. So we discussed about what is meant by pressure, intensity, and Pascal law. Pressure intensity is the total pressure divided by area, or the pressure which is acting on the particular area. Okay. So the pressure intensity is a unit intensity of a pressure. We could say that it indicates the per meter square or per meter cube, or sorry, per meter square, how much pressure is acting on the particular area. So other, when we are calculating any pressure, we must to be understand what is the intensity of pressure, because the intensity of a pressure always provides a value even there is a uneven surface also. Only we required the value of a area. Okay, so when we are discussing about this, then the Pascal's law is there. It explains that the pressure intensity in all direction of on the body which is submerged in a static fluid is equal. Okay, so from the x, y, and z direction, the intensity of a pressure is equal. Okay, then we were discussing about the pressure head. Okay, so the pressure head is the concept which simplifies the concept of a total pressure. Okay, so when the structure which is deep into the water, or water tanks, okay, or dam, etc., deep into the water, there will be finding out the pressure is difficult. Total finding out the total pressure might be difficult when we go to the conventional method, and it is more confusing when in the case of we are providing the pressure intensity. Okay, or we just explain the how to represent the particular pressure which is deep into the water, okay, or any fluid. So in that such situation, the height of a fluid is considered as a head, and the pressure is represented with respect to that head. Okay, so if the consider that this is the point A and this is the point B. So the from the free surface, the point A is 15 meter deep and point B is around 20 meter deep. In such situation, we could understand that the pressure at a point A is less than pressure at a point B. Okay, so the pressure at a point B is greater than pressure of point A, because it considered as the water column above or liquid column above the point B is high. So the head is the same quantity like this. Okay, so it is represented as H, which is a simplified formula from this to this, like P by gamma. Gamma is the weight density. So if you have the pressure in head here, and you must multiply it as a weight density of the fluid, whatever it is. As the weight density increases, and if pressure head is same and weight density increases, the total pressure will be increases. So it is the most simplified form of the showing the how much pressure is there. Okay, so the pressure head is important. Consider one thing is that if we could say that 10 meter deep into the water, then we have to calculate the total pressure. In that such situation, total pressure will be 10 into 9.8 1. Okay, so it will be 98.1 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, so if the same we have to calculate the pressure, total pressure at the same pressure head of the mercury, then it will be like 10 meter, like H. Gamma will be 13.8 into 9.81. The total calculation will be like around 13.8 into 10 into 9.81. So the total pressure will be 1351.78 kilonewton per meter square. So this is the total pressure of the particular. So if we say that the 10 meter of mercury and 10 meter of water, there is a difference between these two concepts. Okay, so the 10 meter of mercury is a huge pressure because of its weight density, but 10 meter of water is that not much of that pressure, huge pressure. Okay. So next point is the atmospheric pressure. So every fluid exerts some amount of pressure to the body. Okay. So fluid is divided into two types, which is liquid and gases. So air is the one of kind of the gases. So this air exerts some pressure on the surrounding bodies, okay, or the surrounding entities or surrounding surfaces. So that pressure is considered as atmospheric pressure. So the intensity of a pressure, intensity of air is not equal in all areas, so that the intensity of a pressure increases when the depth increases, and intensity of a pressure decreases when the height is increases. So here we will discuss about definition. The definition says that atmospheric air, okay, it says that atmospheric air, not the any other air, exerts a normal pressure upon all the surface with which it comes into contact. Okay, it called as atmospheric pressure. So it is called as atmospheric pressure. So it varies with the altitude. Altitude means height, or from the, we could say that from the ground. Okay, and it can be measured by using barometer. Barometer is the instrument which is used for measuring the atmospheric pressure. That kind of a question might be asked in the exam, that atmospheric pressure measured by manometer, YouTube manometer, gauge pressure, barometer. So barometer is the correct answer. So it is called as the barometric pressure. Two type of barometer. This is mercury barometer and aneroid barometer. So by mercury barometer, we could find we generally use as a manual method. Okay, when there is a too little pressure, then aneroid barometer is used. So the atmospheric pressure, generally we understand that the atmospheric pressure is measured at the sea level. Okay, so at the sea level, okay, at the normal pressure atmospheric condition. So it is the normal atmospheric condition. There is no cyclone, no raining, that kind of the things are not happening. It is the sunny day. In that situation, at the 15 degree, the similar value of the atmospheric pressure will be find. Okay, so what is actually atmospheric pressure, or we consider at is the normal atmospheric pressure is the 101,325 Newton per meter square, or 10.33 meter of water. Here the pressure, this value is represented in that head of water, that If we multiply 10.33 with a density of water, then this value becomes this value. Okay, or 76 centimeter of mercury. So this is the also say 1 atmosphere equal to 10.33 meter of water, which is 1.01325 bar. So that kind of the things must be understand, because these value are important. So what is atmospheric pressure? 101,325 Newton per meter square, or 101.325 kilonewton per meter square. Okay. So the next point, it is very important to be understand that the measurement of a pressure. So the atmospheric air also exerts some amount of pressure on the surface, every surface, so that we are not living in the zero pressure. Okay, we are not living in the zero pressure. Zero pressure zone is the space. Okay, the astronaut or whatever it is, we are, this is the zero pressure. So we are not living in the zero pressure. The some amount of pressure is exerted by the air on all the bodies or surface. So we are also living in the gauge pressure. So zero pressure is beyond the suction pressure. Okay, below the atmospheric pressure there is a suction pressure, and above the atmospheric pressure it is the gauge pressure. So these two figures or diagrams will explain this term you very clear, make this concept very clear, that the atmospheric pressure is not the similar. Okay, so if we are considering atmospheric pressure and absolute pressure, so there are absolute pressure, gauge pressure, and atmospheric pressure. So any pressure is measured with respect to the vacuum or absolute vacuum. Okay, absolute zero pressure. Okay, as known as an absolute pressure. It might be the absolute volume, vacuum pressure, absolute gauge pressure. Gauge pressure is also the any pressure which measured with respect to the atmospheric pressure is known as a gauge pressure. Okay, and atmospheric pressure is the normal pressure the atmospheric air exerts on the surface is known as an atmospheric pressure. So in this figure you could see that, okay, let me clear all the marks. Okay, so here in first figure, concentrate here, the absolute vacuum pressure is the most bottom line from where we measure the pressure, any pressure. Okay, so the atmospheric pressure is this line. Okay, the level of atmospheric pressure is this, and we must find out the pressure at a point AA. Okay, we are going to find out the pressure at a point AA. So this point AA or section AA is below the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so below the atmospheric pressure. So first we will find out what is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, it is our gauge pressure, vacuum gauge pressure. We will find out this value, P vacuum. Okay, so we know the P atmosphere, which is atmospheric pressure. We will find out vacuum pressure. So the absolute pressure at point AA, what is meant by absolute pressure? Absolute pressure is the pressure with respect to the absolute vacuum pressure or absolute zero pressure. So the absolute zero pressure, when we are finding out the vacuum pressure or measuring the vacuum pressure, is the P atmosphere minus P vacuum. Okay, P atmosphere minus P vacuum. This is the proper calculation for the absolute pressure. This is important formula to be remembered. And if we are measuring gauge pressure, in that situation, this is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is the atmospheric line, and we are measuring the pressure at the section AA. So the atmospheric pressure is measured at this point, the atmosphere. That from that pressure is greater than the atmospheric pressure, which is more than the atmospheric pressure, which is gauge pressure. Okay, so gauge pressure is this, and then the addition of atmospheric pressure plus gauge pressure is absolute pressure. So if we are referring second figure, I will explain you second figure. If this is the consider as a pump, okay, or a motor, whatever you called it. This is the delivery head, okay, from where the water comes, and this is the suction head from where the motor or the pump take the water. So if you measure the pressure from this pipe, this is the first figure is apply for this, and if you measure the pressure at this point, the second figure apply for the that particular point. So in the next lecture we will discuss thoroughly about this concept and see the what are the different pressure measuring devices. So until then we will please keep watching our video.